This video is to explain to you what YouTube is doing. Taking it back to the old school, because I'm old school, because I'm so cool. Hey, all right, so we're going to talk about YouTube. YouTube, and I do have a couple of notes here because like when we're talking in school, we're taking notes. So hopefully you all are taking the same notes so that you can reference this back. All right, so YouTube is basically building a profile of the content creator that they're looking for. So when people are talking about easy mode, it's not easy mode, it's a strategy, and they're doing it well. So what is happening is most small content creators that do come on the platform, a lot of them do not do extensive research before they get into a business. And anybody know the first rule of anytime you're going to invest your time and money into a business, you must first understand the business that you are getting into. I just made a video that I uploaded that I need y'all to go ahead and check out because it's explaining what type of business that you're actually in, and you're in the business of marketing and sales, right? So you have to learn first marketing and sales, just the basics of it, and then you have to understand what is going on and learn your YouTube business, right? So on that video, we focus on all three components: the YouTube platform, the businesses that advertise on the YouTube platform, and the content creators and the different goals each one of them had. But ultimately at the end, it was all about obtaining money. It's just that the content creator had a harder time doing it than everybody else. Right, so YouTube leverages money out. YouTube leverage, yeah, that is true. They actually do leverage money out, but they leverage their content creators on the platform. And how you say? Well, this is how. When a wave is created, and we all know by now what a wave is, sometimes businesses actually create those waves in order to cause a disruption in their system. And you ask why? Why would YouTube create a disruption in their system? Well, when too many people are catching on to what's actually going on, you have to put stuff inside your system in order so that everybody cannot benefit from it, because you need everybody at every stage in order to make your business successful. Everybody in your business can't be CEOs and on the top of the scale when it comes to the business, because then who's making the business money? If you watch a previous video that I made, I actually explained to you how YouTube is actually structured on a pyramid, and it's not a scheme unless you're trying to take advantage of people on this scheme, on this pyramid. Just like in a regular business, if you're working for anybody in corporate America, you are on a pyramid. Every business have levels, and YouTube is no different. But here's the thing. When YouTube start noticing too many people are doing the right thing, they're banking on people that are coming on this platform not really understanding and fully knowing the truth. So what they do is, before in the past, it was targeting the bigger platforms because they were trying to get people in. Let's go back with Uber, because transportation is my thing. Remember how Uber started off and everybody was winning when Uber first came out? That was because they were trying to get people onto their platform. They didn't want to continue that strategy, because if they did, they was never going to make a profit. So changes had to come. Either that everybody was benefiting from it, then it was the drivers were only benefited from it until they got sued. Then it became the client was benefiting from it. And now pretty much everybody's getting ripped off between the surges and the amount of pay that they keep. And Uber is leveraging their drivers and their clients, right? YouTube is doing the same thing, no different. Back in the day when all this other stuff that people are telling you, from back when, a few years ago, and I'm talking like 10 years ago or so, on YouTube, certain things were implemented in the system that at the time worked because nobody really knew what was going on with the system. But as people started learning it, they started creating waves or trends or things to disrupt this system. And from the previous video, it's all a strategy. You know what a wave actually does, right? So the YouTube platform has now got back with the meeting of the minds from the corporate people up, and they said, okay, so how are we going to make this benefit us, right? Because in the end, even though they want to make you feel like you're a partner, you are their client, content creators. That's what you are, right? Because they are making a significant amount of money from you. And for those that's thinking it's 55% payout, you're wrong. It's not. It's not 55% payout. In fact, it's a very small percentage. Sometimes, depending on your niche, some people get paid a penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies for their RPM, when in fact, YouTube is getting paid $30 and $40 and $50 for their CPM. So as we can clearly see, it's not a 50-50 split. Now, I will say this. If you're selling products on YouTube, then it is a 30-70 split, meaning you get 70% and they get 30 once you start selling your products on the YouTube platform. Or you start doing memberships if you hit that in-between goal of 500 subscribers and 3,000 subscribers. You're now able to tap into the partner program where you can get super chats, you can advertise memberships, and you can set up stores. All, by the way, Uber is tapped into on the 30-70 split, okay? There is never a time Uber is giving you 50, or 55, or 45% of what they're being paid. That is an absolute lie. And anybody that tells you that, run and run fast, because they don't know what they're talking about, right? YouTube built a profile for this easy mode concept. Basically what they did was YouTube made who they wanted as the ideal content creator doing this easy mode phase. Typically, that is the less educated people that's coming on the platform that did not invest the time to really learn the system, right? And so they branded it or wrapped it up in a beautiful bow by saying, small content creators, we're putting you on the front pages of other people's platform, meaning the viewers platform. And as we know, content creators are also viewers too. Matter of fact, me, myself, I started off as a viewer before I ever became a content creator, right? So during that process, I was learning how everything worked, right? So YouTube creates a ideal content creator for this easy mode idea. Since y'all want to assume it's easy, when marketing sales is nowhere near easy, they're going to give you what you want, okay? They're going to make you think that's what it is, but what they're not telling you is the characteristics behind this ideal content creator. So basically, they're profiling. And the reason why they're not telling you the characteristics of this content creator that is the forefront of the easy mode is because everybody would be doing it. And that's not the purpose. The purpose of doing this and to put small content creators on the front pages of everybody's pages over the larger platforms is solely to get attention to the content creator, not for the benefit of the content creator. Oh no, not so much. Because remember, once you become a big content creator and you start getting views, you are no longer considered a small content creator. And these benefits won't be beneficial to you. So it's just a short time span that they're allowing you to get notoriety if you don't know what you're talking about, basically. So I would strongly suggest you learn this system and you learn it well. I have several videos out there to teach you for free, by the way, how this whole thing works, right? Now, once the content creator is in and YouTube got the content creator locked because waves are going in talking about this easy mode and everybody is throwing a check, and so they're pulling everybody into this wave, they're making this wave a strong force. And remember from the last video, the stronger the disruption, the longer the duration, right? So most people that do not understand this system cannot tell you what it takes to maintain the duration of whatever part of the wave you caught on to. And many will fall off. Many will not get the same results. Why? Because you are not the person that you are looking up to. The best way that person can actually advertise you is either to mention your name on their platform, advertise your stuff on their platform, subscribe to your platform. That's what they could do for you. Not hoop and holler and do all this other stuff. They can actually do stuff to promote you out to the masses, right? The only reason anybody's telling you to copy and follow me and no one else is because they want the fame and the notoriety all on themselves. They're not doing that for you. So when you feeling, oh my God, this sounded wrong. I wrote that comment. Well, here's the thing. There's so many people that is on the platform. If they're not actually saying your name, it's multiple people that can be writing the same thing. Trust me, I know, because I am also a content creator and I get multiple of the same comments. I value them, so I go back and I write a comment myself. I offer some advice, and then I tell others to go to their platforms in order for them to be promoted. And this ain't tooting my own horn. This is me showing small content creators what it takes to actually move through the algorithm, and I'm helping them do that. So if you made it to this point of the video, go ahead and click subscribe for me, because that will really help me out. All right. And then I show them how they can get their watch hours. So the bigger the wave that YouTube allows to go on, the longer the duration. But trust me, all YouTube has to do is change this profile, and all that will come to a screeching halt. Okay? So some will say, well, why would YouTube do that to their platform? Why would they not advertise you? And why would they keep the content creator from making money? Well, I already explained it to you, but if you need to know why they do that, is because everybody cannot make money from this. Because if everybody makes money from it, YouTube no longer makes money from it, because they're paying out more people. YouTube make the most money off of small content creators that are not monetized. Why? Because although you aren't monetized, right, they're playing ads from the businesses on your platform. They're either doing it before or they're doing it after your video. Now, once you get monetized, they allow you to decide where you want it to go, right? But really, even without your permission, they can put it on the beginning and they can put it on the end. What they can't do is put it within your video, because you're not monetized yet. So they give you the beautiful option of saying, where do you want this ad to go? But make no bones about it, they were already making money off of those ads before you got monetized. That's why they make the stipulation so hard and all the other stuff added on to it, because it makes it harder for the average YouTuber to actually reach those goals. So if they can't reach those goals, YouTube is constantly getting paid from the beginning and the end of all your videos. It's just when you get monetized, now you can say, oh, I want it at the beginning, I want it at the end, and I want it throughout the middle, or I want it specifically in the middle of my video. That makes you feel like you're in somewhat of control of your channel, when really you're not. They still are, because the average YouTuber will never get to the monetization. That is just what it is. So when people start feeding you hype on a wave and telling you that you're going to be successful and this is going to happen, no, that is not necessarily the case, because there is other components as to why it's not happening. And that's what we're going to talk about here. Why aren't content creators able to get past that fluff? Well, the first thing is because they do not understand the system. The knowledge of the system is off. They don't quite get it. And then another reason is because the system is always changing. If you look at my previous videos, there are 3 algorithms working within one. And eventually, with this new system that's going to take over, and you're now starting to hear a lot about the AI system, and I'm going to explain that. I'm getting everything lined up so it will make sense. I'm learning this new system just like everybody else is learning the new system, but I understand what's actually going on. So I got to get real technical when it comes to explaining that system because it's a very, very technical system. But for those that don't believe me, just throwing a little thing in here, Google in October 14, 2024, they bought the largest nuclear plant, right? In order to support their AI system that is getting ready to take over their algorithm. So if you do not believe me, go look it up for yourself. Do your research like I have. Understand the system that you're in. You have to. Number 2, not investing enough time into the business to actually learn the business. I say action learn, but to actually learn the business. Once again, the worst investment you can make in yourself is not understanding the business that you're in. The best investment you can make is into yourself by obtaining knowledge. Knowledge does not cost anything, not in today's time with the great wide web where everything's at the click of your fingertips. But you have to take the time out and go out there and find it if people aren't willing to tell you. Well, see, that's where courses and stuff come in at. That's where people can sell you these courses because they know the average person is not going to go out there and research it. So they'll do the job for them, put it in a pretty little package and sell it to you for $300,000 or $1,500. Well, all you had to do was just take the time and invest in yourself and learn the system the way it is. Or go up on YouTube and watch content creators like me. It's going to give you the real deal on what's going on in order to grow your business. Plain and simple. And all that's for free. Now, like I said in another video, if anybody ever wanted me to go one-on-one and really analyze their channel because they just seriously don't have the time to do it, then of course that will come with a fee. I'm not going to pull anything over your head. I'm telling you the truth on that note. If anybody wants me for one-on-one based off of what I learned and want to know all the serious details, then that comes at a cost because that's taken away from time that I can actually go run my business, make money on my own, or create more videos for free. And that's all that is, right? But when someone takes what you could just learn off the internet and only give you half of the information so that it can draw you to them, well, now they're taking advantage of the situation. Why not just give it to them? And if they need further understanding of it, then they'll come to you. That's what most people do that don't have the time in order to accomplish whatever they're trying to accomplish on their own, right? That's each content creator's leverage in order to get more money out of this platform. And by the way, keep that in the front of your head because I'm getting ready to tell you something. All right? Staying consistent with uploading behavior. These are the reasons why it's not happening because content creators are not actually doing this. You have to stay consistent with your behavior. You have to learn the analytics behind your back office in order to understand what is happening to you because each content creator will be different. Remember I said if you want it one-on-one, then it's going to come at a cost because now I got to look into what you're doing, look into what your viewers are wanting, and then give that information back to you to make it benefit you. Now it's on a narrow scale other than just giving you information that can help you, and if you go and apply that information to your system will actually work for you. Right? So you have to be consistent with uploading your videos and then make sure you upload whenever you get into the number that you need. I do not suggest you doing one video a day. If anything, bare minimum, do 2 videos a day. That way you have more than one video out there a day to actually generate you more on top of what you already did. And by the end of the week, you'll have 14 videos working for you versus 7 or 2 or 3 or 1 video. And them numbers are going to then start to add up really fast once people actually get on your platform. All right? But you have to learn this system all while doing it. You know, I wrote all this stuff down, but really, I really didn't need the book. It was just a problem, okay? Just to let you know we're going to school on this thing, right? Because it all boils down to this. It's a strategy. Right? Now, I don't know if I spelled that right. I have to double check because sometimes my spelling while I'm talking ain't the best. Right? It's a strategy. And guess what? You are in it. It's a strategy, y'all, and y'all are in it. And regardless if you're getting paid or not, you're in the strategy that YouTube has developed for the content creator. And that's why it's so hard for so many to move past where they're at. That's why a lot of people do not get monetized, because they don't have this information right here, right? It ain't you. It's not what you're doing. It's what you're not doing, right? It's not the videos that you're putting out. The videos are great. It's just you have to understand the concept and know how to work those videos in order to make those videos work for you. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end this like I always do. Be your brothers and your sisters keeper. And that means always have your brothers and sisters back, no matter what. Even if it ain't your blood brother or sister, it could be just your neighbor, your friend, because in the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters. I don't care how you look at this thing. We're all connected some kind of way. And always keep God first, because he is our creator, okay? And we ain't never gonna get better than him. And toodles.